Tampa, Florida. A political argument on Facebook led to a 44-year-old Florida man driving to the home of a stranger he'd been arguing with and shooting him. Now Brian Sebring faces felony charges of aggravated battery with a deadly weapon and carrying a concealed gun. Sebring told the Tampa Bay Times he just snapped and let primal rage take over when he left work early on Monday, went home to get his gun and headed to the home of Alex Stevens. The argument between Brian Sebring and Alex Stevens quickly escalated when it was taken to Facebook Messenger. Jeff Chu, Associated Press. Sebring and Stevens, 46, had never met, though they live in the same neighborhood. "I'm not a bad guy," Sebring told the newspaper, "but I mean, this guy threatened to hurt my family, and I went off the deep end." Sebring said he's probably going to see a therapist now because it scares him that I could lose my temper like that and do something so stupid. Stevens was released from the hospital, where he was treated for gunshot wounds to the thigh and buttocks. He didn't respond to the Times' request for an interview. Article continued below. According to Sebring, a registered Democrat, he responded to a post on Facebook by a felon who said he wanted to share his political opinions even though he'd lost his right to vote. Sebring said he responded that if you want to voice an opinion, don't do criminal activity, don't get caught, be a productive member of society. It quickly escalated when Stevens, who has a felony records and served stints in prison for robbery and cocaine possession, took the argument to Sebring's Messenger account. Sebring says they both threatened each other, and Stevens threatened to harm his wife and son. "I just snapped and let primal rage take over," Sebring said. Stevens sent Sebring his address and told him to come on over if he wanted to fight, and to beat the horn when he showed up, Sebring said. He said he parked outside Stevens' house and honked the horn. Stevens came out carrying what Sebring said looked like a knife. Sebring fired. Then he drove home. He was almost there when he saw a police officer and told him what he'd just done. Sebring was arrested and has been released on a $9,500 U.S. bond. Now, in addition to legal troubles, Sebring said he's the target of social media trolling. "I ruined my life over this," Sebring said. "Now my mother is too afraid to leave the house, my sons are afraid to walk to school or church, all because of some keyboard gangsters."